Welcome back, everybody. We are here with part 2 of our bridge construction. So yesterday you may recall that we took some time and we built out the base of our bridge here, where we've got our nice intricate design, and now we are ready to raise it up and put the walkway, the covered walkway, over our bridge. So lots of fun things to do, and we've got the extension on the other side, and we still have yet to carve through the tunnel or the mountain here, the continuation. So what we're going to be doing is we'll start here on one of these pillars, and we're going to build up, and we're going to start using more of our prismarine, maybe some quartz and some other blocks here to help us out and get our design going. And so what I was thinking as we progress and build this is to go ahead and let's switch some of these blocks out. Here we go. And use some of our, colorful decorative blocks to really bring out the top of our bridge. What we want is we want kind of an arched coverway with some pillars. Now for the walkway of the bridge, I was thinking that we could use this end stone, simply because it really looks good as an actual walkway. I'm kind of partial to it in a lot of my builds as a flooring material, just because it looks good. And then what we're going to do is, on top of that, we are going to bring in our designs. So we can edge it maybe with some smooth stone here as an example. And then I was thinking we can do some sort of a pillar on the sides. Now of course this is the center of where we're going to have our towers built up. So we might actually extend this floor out a little bit more. In fact, let's do that. Let's cut these here. There we go. And we'll just add that to the edge. It'll make a defining edge for us. And we'll cut it out here as well. And then we'll put in our flooring, so the inside of the towers, they're just slightly wider than the rest of the path. There we go. So what we can do here is we can bring these up. So I was thinking if we start with some dark prismarine on our corner there. In fact, thinking about it, we might actually add it there and there as well. And then we'll put some sort of a ledge. And I thought it would be best if we use our smooth stone slabs to kind of create a little ledge, because we're going to have two windows looking out here. And then if we bring in maybe our smooth stones like that, we could actually build this up and put a top on it. So this is our window looking out, and we can actually even make it a little bit of a design to where, you look out, it's got a little bit of a design there. And that could get us started for our base of these towers. So let's just put this in here so that we can take a look at it. All right. Now, as we continue along, obviously we're going to have our path through here. We don't want that showing on the outside. So this is where we're going to come back to our regular stone, and we're going to enhance and come out a little bit, because we got to put a siding. It's going to be, remember, an interior walkway. So we're going to continue this all the way out and across. So let's go ahead and, in fact, do one side here. We'll just run this out. We'll have to go get more end stone bricks. We have it in our base, so not a problem. All right, there we go. And let's go ahead and count this out. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Let's come over here. Because remember, on this side here where we have our stone, we had a smooth stone coming out. Alright, and then if we come in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let's go out 7 on each side. And then let's switch to the slabs. Well, that's actually going to show it. So we won't... That actually might look good if we alternate it. So we go that, 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 that. Let's come over here because we extended this out one more. And then we alternate. Good, it's going to come out right. I was worried about that. Alright, let's hop down and see how that takes a look here into our water. That actually looks nice. Yes, we like that design. So that is good. So let's go ahead, I'll swim over to the shore. I'm going to continue that all the way across both bridges, and then we'll come back and we'll update you on our progress, and we'll start the next phase of the edging along the whole bridge. So I will swim over here and I will be right back as we continue that design. Alright, we are back and we've made plenty of progress. So as you can see here, if I can get my views straight, of course we finished off yesterday with the last episode where we got this first stretch done, and I told you we were going to dig through the tunnel, and we did, and we finished the base of our bridge over here as well. So we've got the arch, we've got the pillars, we've got some floating blocks. Got Mr. Turtle over there. I think his name was Fred. Yeah, Fred the Turtle. Just sitting there, not helping at all. You know, these turtles, what are they good for these days? You know, they just kind of sit around, right? Anyways, so we've been trying to design our upper portion. And I started with this where I've got the prismarine and a combination of blocks. And then on the outside I've got these little ledges with some end rods and a combination of cobble walls. Not sure I like it. So I came over here and I said, okay, well, what if I change it up a little bit and I put in some stone brick with just less prismarine, right? And see how that looks. And so what I got over here is I did the same, but no lighting on the outside. This time I just put in the stone or cobble brick. So when I come down and I take a look at that, we've got this. We've got, you know, this nice look here. And of course I know it doesn't have the roof on it versus this over here. And let me swim so we're in the middle of it. There, and I know we're kind of bobbing here, so it's hard to see, but we can solve that. There we go. And we got this. And I think the side over there with the less prismarine just looks better. Yeah, it's kind of gray on the outside, which, but I think it just looks better than this over here. So I think I'm going to go with that throughout the entire length of the bridge. And then I'm going to work on the roof. I don't want it so much like this gray. I was thinking, okay, stone roof, make it nice. But I think I'm going to change that up to, might go for a wood roof. And I'm either thinking of using birch or acacia. So we'll take a look and see how that looks. So I'm going to go ahead and finish up that all the way on this side and the other side, and then we'll be right back and we'll decide on the roof. And with a new day of the rising sun comes a new design to meet the grand plan. Whoa! Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay. Yeah, what am I doing? Oh, yeah, I'm building a bridge. All right. So, what I've decided is this. It's a little bit less spiky than the other one I had. So what I've done is I've added, of course, some chiseled blocks, a combination of some stone slabs, and then we've got the prismarine in the middle. And so it makes a nice, smooth, but lighter top, but it doesn't look all wacky. Now we may add a little bit of adornment up here, but I think this is going to look much better than what we had. And so I'm just working on that right now, so that we can kind of finish up the base of our bridge. And then there's going to be the towers that'll be left, which I'm not going to get to today because I'm still trying to decide on the overall design of them, because they're going to be a little bit different and they need to tie into some of the main structures that are going to be on the land. But we're going to finish up the bridge here as we go along. I will, however, on the towers, start using some of this dark prismarine like this, just because I think it's going to be a good highlight for the towers to stand out, to help us along with our design. So far I'm liking it. I was thinking about like the wood, either birch or acacia, since I'm using acacia down below, or I could use birch, which is a nice light color that would go well with, of course, the blocks. But then I decided, nah, when I look at the artist rendition rendering of the picture that we're using for our build, there was really no wood in it. All the builds were stone. Now, of course, it was all gray and a silverish gray, which looked good, and I've changed it up by adding in the prismarine because I want a little bit more variety color in the builds, which works well, and it'll go good with the water theme that is prevalent throughout the build as well, because we're going to have lots of waterfalls and different things like that throughout the entire build. But this definitely is shaping up pretty nicely. We've got, of course, the bridge from the main island, and then we've got this extension bridge right here that we're working on, which kind of just is like a connector between over this little bay area, and it's quite nice. You can see over here we still got our portal design that we started, and it's kind of been on hold, I'll admit, because I've been trying to decide what to do on the pillars. And then I was also thinking, well, do I really want the portal there? What if I was to put the portal over there on the mainland overlooking the bridge, so that when someone comes through the portal, they see the bridge going into this grand island city, and I'm out of stone. I thought that might look pretty good. Now, I'm not decided on that yet, so I may still keep the portal right there and make that the portal room, or I'll just turn that into a part of the build that's overlooking this section of the bridge out here. So we'll have to see, decide what turns out best. But I am happy that we're starting on our build here. We're actually doing something here in the city that will show up for us, so that we're not just totally doing, the public builds that we've been doing. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, this is the center. All right. And we've got lots more builds up. We've got to finish up our Guardian Temple. That's a lot of work. The magma blocks and the strips. Now, we've collected all the materials with the help of General Chaos. We put out a request for help for anybody that was interested to go collect materials, and we asked for 1 shulker box of blue ice and 1 shulker box of magma blocks. And the magma blocks are both for our nether highway as well as for the Guardian Temple. And then of course the blue ice was for the nether highway, although we might work some of it into our build as well. So anyways, he pulled through, he collected those and delivered them. So thank you very much, General, for your assistance. He likes to help, and so it's been a great help for sure. But you know, we've collected materials, we've improved our armor, even like we've got feather falling 2 now on our boots, and we've been making progress. Oh, we got the our Death Strider back, you know, because remember we silly us, we lost it to a Guardian when we were building the temple. But you know, we made good progress. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to be finishing up our bridge. I've got to go get some more supplies so that I can do that. You know, we'll be back to just show off everything except for the towers. I mean, we're going to use a design that starts like this for our towers. We got to decide how we want to do the windows, how high up we want them to go. Not too high, but we want to complement it so it looks good. So it kind of complements that over there, and there's Mr. Turtle still sitting there. I think his wife, though, you know, I mean, I think we have a couple now, or maybe that's the wife, because I keep seeing a turtle clear over here as well. He was playing on the beach, probably the nest. Oh wow, we got a whole horde of turtles. We're being invaded. Oh no, call the turtle police. Help, defenses up, get the arrows out, defend the walls. Oh, I guess they're harmless. Okay, well anyways, a little overreaction there, but you know, you can never. There he is. See, I think he's planning the bridge's demise. Yes, and I'm not sure which one's Fred anymore. We had that one over there, this one, those. Fred has called reinforcements. I'm feeling a little outnumbered here. We're gonna have to do something about that. Well, anyways, everybody, you know, it's been a great day. A lot of work, a lot of time spent here on the bridge. Unfortunately, I have to go to work in real life, so I'm going to be ending the recording, but I'm going to finish up the bridge. And I think in our next video, what we're going to do is I'll showcase, of course, the bridge and our tower design. And then we're going to do a little bit of a public build. I was either thinking of doing some farms and grinders, either in our village area or around here. One of the requests... Hey, we had an alarm go off. One of the requests is, you know, a possible, what do you call them, phantom farm. I saw a design online that another person had posted, and it looks pretty safe and good to utilize. And so that might be something that we can do to just, when needed, farm up some phantoms, get the membranes to repair, of course, Electris, which we don't have one yet, but eventually we will. And even if we get one, I'll probably die with it most of the time because I'm a terrible flyer. So, you know, it might be better just to stay down here on the ground where it's nice and firm. Safe. Yes, we like safe. So anyways, everybody, thank you very much for joining me today. Appreciate it. I know that you know, you're seeing these builds in phases. Just know, and you probably know yourselves, that when we do these builds, there's actually hours and hours spent in these builds, and we're only doing these short little videos. So I appreciate you joining me. Thank you very much for the likes and the subscribes. Spread the word. You know, I want to keep the content fun, and of course, you know, as always, it's Minecraft. So remember, it's a game. Have fun.